Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from Alpha Central titled Instagram Model Gets Mad When Men Refuse to Help Her. This is the world that modern women demand that we create, and once they got their way, they are still furious with us. Today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
I'm not gonna lie, I found these in the back of your store. I don't know if they work.
You found what in the back of my store, my
These
friend?
weights, look at this, man. Are they always this light?
Okay. Okay, you didn't find those in my store.
I swear.
No, you didn't find those.
I swear.
You're lying.
Why are you
Where-
videotaping this?
Where else would
Get the hell
I?
out of here before I break that.
Where else would I get gym plates from? We're in a gym
I
store.
saw you bring them
Because
in,
you carry them
schmuck.
in. We saw you in the parking lot.
No way.
Is this what you guys do? Is this entertainment?
You guys know each other.
I'm working harder than you right now.
I'm being dead serious.
Oh.
This is how you spend your time instead of having a job.
This.
And you come in pairs and you film?
We
Don't
come
you really
in
think it's a
peace
waste?
and in
I know we
comedy.
come in-
I don't see how you can come in peace when you're disturbing this man's day, disrupting his business, and angering him. And I personally don't see how you can come in comedy when you're not all that funny.
Peace. I'm just trying to help you. You have a father? You have parents?
Yes.
Why don't you go talk to them or show them the video and show them what
They
you're
watch
doing?
every video with me.
Are they happy about it?
We're about to hit 100K subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, instead of subscribers, why don't you look for new parents? Because they're
Why?
really f***ing with you. Letting them do this,
No,
parents?
dude.
What's your parents' names?
I mean, I usually call them mom and
Can
dad.
you tell me?
I call them mom.
My fault.
I call them mom and dad.
It really is f***ing with them.
What did we
And if you're f***ed up too. So really,
Sir,
both
sir.
of you guys get out of the store.
Okay,
now.
respectfully, we will
Now.
leave.
Guys, get your stuff and get out.
That's the point of the joke.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's all a joke, except this is your life, and you're f***ing wasting it.
We're just having fun. And
Well,
making
that's
a video.
cool.
This man is completely in the right. These guys entered into his place of business to film an unfunny comedy skit without his consent and won't buy anything. They're wasting his time, and he has every right to rip into him like that.
I absolutely went into marriage knowing I was going to become a divorcee. There was no question in my mind. I knew at some point we would get divorced. The only question mark was when. I thought, when I'm 40, maybe I'd get that title. Maybe then I'd earned it, 10 years down the track. Because I think 10 years in a marriage, that's a pretty good innings in this day and age. That's like a good run. Turns out it was just a 3. In the end, that's all we kind of reached our limit with. But, still got the title in the end.
She went into a marriage knowing it was going to end in divorce. These women just want the party, the gifts, and the attention that come with the marriage. But after the party ends, they want out, and they are willing to destroy their husbands just to go back to their single lives.
Obviously, I don't want to get married ever again. However, double divorcee is a term that I'm living for. Like, that is, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm a double divorcee. What? That's Slayana. Almost would be worth getting married again for. But as I said, I'm not going to get married again unless it's someone with terrible health, no living other relatives, and a lot of money. In which case, inquire within.
I personally think that she doesn't have to worry about ever getting married again, as a wealthy man with poor health and too much money will most likely want someone of substantially higher quality in virtually every single department than what she can provide.
I was married. I left my marriage. There's no lack of a lineup begging for the opportunity. So I don't know where you get the idea that people avoid me like the plague. Check my DMs on Insta.
Wait, there's a what?
A whole lineup.
Of men who want what?
Literally try to get me to date them.
Look, as a woman, you don't get the W until you have the ring.
I had it.
Yeah, but you
And
don't
I
have it
left.
now.
I haven't even
So you're-
been in the
but
dating
you're
for
like-
long.
you're
I'm
like
just leaving.
That's the L.
Yeah, just because men want to you, that's not the W.
She thinks that because she has a bunch of dudes sending her messages on Instagram, that is somehow proof that she has plenty of options, but not a single one of those men want anything more than bedroom fun. And she somehow thinks that that is a flex.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up, we're gonna come to the restaurant, we're gonna see your table manners. We're just gonna, study you a bit.
One thing I've always been curious about with this video is if this woman honestly thought that men would see her demand a fancy meal for a date and immediately agree that she was worth taking out. Like there was some rich man out there with tons of options who saw her video and said, yep, you know, she's the one for me. I don't think so.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests, which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. My eggs are high quality, but there's just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
We all know this is the same woman who has been telling her followers that their 20s are meant for exploration and that motherhood can wait until they are in their 30s. And even though there are literally centuries worth of medical data to prove otherwise, she is still shocked to find out that as you get older, it is harder to have children.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Oh, it's cool. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, throwing laundry detergent on a floor like that is a massive slip and fall hazard that can actually result in legitimate injury, but they don't care because internet clout will always be more important than preventing some old lady from breaking her hip while trying to buy some detergent.
I'm the girl who's been run through by 101 guys all in one day, and this is part 3 of the logistics of the day. Also, if you were one of the guys that actually came, you rock, because we had so many dropouts that on the day I was actually getting super stressed that I wasn't going to make it to 100. We had to invite guys that we hadn't already booked in, so my PA was like rapidly texting guys like, please come. Which is understandable because they're coming into a weird environment where they're not really knowing what's going to happen, but they know it's going to get filmed.
If you ask any of these women what filming yourself having bedroom fun with over 100 different dudes is supposed to accomplish, they won't be able to provide an explanation that requires 3 paragraphs worth of gibberish.
And obviously there was a big waiting room with all the guys. Some of them were waiting for me for hours, which I felt so bad about. So if you do have any more questions, just ask them below.
Imagine being one of those men who actually participated in this garbage. You're forever going to be on the internet as one of the men who helped the woman sleep with 100 men in one day. Honestly, rather disgusting.
On my way to a first date. I'm very excited. Just got in my car. That went really well. He's so sweet. He's so nice.
Oh, it's over. She's not interested. They don't want a nice guy.
Get off the shuttle. There's this gorgeous man. Gorgeous.
She posted this 2 days later, talking about some random dude. What happened to the nice guy? So tough.
These women love to talk about how badly they just want a good man, but the second they get one, they have zero interest in him. This is why simping for modern women is a fool's errand. It's just not worth it.
When it comes to dating, does it matter if he's using an Android or iPhone?
They have an Android. Yes, of course. I'm gonna have a Samsung.
Why?
Bad vibes. AirDrop, out of there. Green messages, not aesthetically pleasing. I feel like I'm texting my granny. Androids, out of there. The phone matters. Cause how am I gonna FaceTime you? No, that's I don't want it.
You met someone that you're attracted to.
Okay.
He pulls out an Android phone.
I'm walking away. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna walk away.
The hell?
You have an Android?
These women think that owning an iPhone is somehow a status symbol and that a man is to be negatively judged if he doesn't have one. Even though we all know if Chad has an Android, they will always make an exception.
Oh my god, that was a sugar daddy though. He drove by in like the BMW IA with a bar in his mouth. Tell me that's not a sugar daddy.
This woman didn't think her plan through. There are only so many types of women who stand on street corners and ask men to pay them money in exchange for attention, but I think that little tidbit is a bit lost on her.
Guys, I gotta hand it to you. These girls on these apps are doing the bare minimum. So story time. I've been catfishing for one of my clients. It just blows my mind how these girls that I'm talking to do not carry an ounce of the conversation. Do not even try to find out about the guy they end up giving their number to. Because I am that good. I do get numbers.
She's acting like this is some kind of shocking revelation. Men on dating apps have known this ever since their inception, And that's only if these men actually get some sort of a response from the woman at all.
But I digress. It's wild to me that these girls have the audacity to complain about online dating, not liking the guys who end up paying for their food, when in reality, they didn't even put a morsel of energy or effort into finding out about the dude in the first place. Like, seriously, girls, if you're watching this, which you're probably not because I'm a dating coach for men and 90% of my audience is male, look in your online dating text messages. When is the last time you asked him a question? When is the last time you brought up a subject that you two maybe have a good conversation about? Or are you simply responding to whatever it is he's saying? So here's to you guys. Your back must hurt because you are carrying all of the conversation.
These women feel like they do not have to put in any energy whatsoever into conversations or dating because apparently it is the man's responsibility to do everything. And of course, guys, in exchange, all she has to do is exist. This is the standard that they set after the impossible amount of attention they received from men on these apps.
They refused to pay for the cake because they ordered it to only take pictures of it to post online.
Modern women hold social media clout above all else, and because they measure their value based purely on how many likes they get on a post, they think that that just gives them the right to act like the world must cater to their lack of logic. She hooked up with two dudes, and the first thing she wants to do is brag about it online. And what she doesn't realize is that this video will be on the internet forever, and she will never be able to live this down.
Next year, which I'm really excited for, I'm going to do the world record.
Oh my god.
Which is
919 men in 24 hours.
No way, buddy. No way, bro.
Yeah, every 45 seconds.
Do you never get sore?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd have to be like set up like a laboratory experiment.
Yeah, that will be like hiring a studio. Like it will be a lot of like behind the work.
You're gonna have to loads of assistants on deck and stuff. It's not a solo mission, is it?
So how does it work? So like, do they have to for them to count as one, or
No,
is
I
it
need
just
to like
in and out?
look into the rules. But like a girl did it before, and it was just sort of like every minute someone was.
Every minute?
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that this kind of behavior has been normalized and is being viewed as socially acceptable, or the fact that there is someone who has documented the world record for sleeping with almost 1,000 men in a 24-hour period.
So they don't have to finish then? So
No,
it's
but I
every
don't know how
minute?
many like pumps you have to do. There must be some sort of rules. So you have to have like that adjudicator person.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone sitting.
that.
Yeah.
That is just
919 is 24 hours.
919, yes. I'm going to aim for 950. I'm going to do it in LA.
When you did this 24 hours, the previous record, do you know if it was set from like an actual 24 hours or like was it?
Yeah, it's consistent 24 hours.
950 divided by 24. You've got to do 40 a minute. 40 an hour.
That's crazy.
40 an hour.
Modern women love to think of everything as a numbers game, as if the bigger the number, the higher the value, so the idea of less is more is clearly lost on this woman.
Saw you jaywalking.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I can just end my stream in private divide and then they don't have no proof. So should I don't sign anything though, right?
No, don't start shit right now.
No, I don't sign anything, right, Hank? Don't sign anything. They're trying to say we jaywalked. They're trying to give us a $15 ticket.
This guy has been causing chaos across Asia just for internet clout. He has been live streaming himself openly disrespecting these cultures just for entertainment. It's incredibly offensive, and he just ended up getting hit with a substantial jail time for his idiocy.
They never did this in Japan. Okay, bye-bye.
So not only is he breaking the laws of a foreign nation, he records himself eating the ticket that was issued out to him. Even to this day, he refuses to accept that actions actually have consequences.
Here's the full video of when my Uber driver kept coming out of the car because he did not understand that I only leave my apartment the aesthetic way and don't walk out if there are other people next to me, so I had to wait until it was clear.
Uber driver? Oh.
She's making this Uber driver wait for an incredibly vain and pointless reason, and by doing so, she's wasting his time and cutting into his time to earn money. And she thinks that what she's doing is perfectly reasonable and thinks it's funny that nobody understands her idiocy. How many of you guys think that this woman left this man a negative review for being impatient with her? Let me know what you think in the comment section.
What? I mean, how much do you love yourself? Do you love yourself a lot? Do you want the best for yourself? Or do you always want to struggle? Go through hardships and never relax on a yacht? It's up to you. It's up to you.
These women are so short-sighted. Everything is about what the man can do for them, how much money the man is willing to spend on them, where he's willing to take her, and so on. And then they wonder why these same men do not want her.
What's the secret y'all parents don't know about y'all?
I've done acid like probably 12 times.
12 times?
Probably about there.
I lost my virginity in a porta potty at a festival, a music festival.
Okay. In a porta potty? Would you do it again?
Yeah.
What you got?
I have a sugar daddy.
You have a sugar daddy?
Some random guy just started Snapchatting me, and then
It just went from there, and he just started. How much does he send you, or you don't want to say?
Whenever I ask.
These women have absolutely no problem telling the entire internet that they sell their bodies, degrade themselves, and bring shame onto their family name, and yet they still think they are incredibly valuable to men and that men should actually take them seriously in a relationship.
I don't get it. Why not just wear your outfit that you like and go about your day? You're excited that some random man out in public won't like your outfit. Why are you so obsessed with that? Why are you thinking of that? That's so weird.
She's obsessed with it because she thinks the whole planet revolves around her and that every single thing she does is supposed to evoke some kind of an emotional reaction from men, even though most men really don't care what she does. Pumpkin patches used to be a wholesome place for families to take their kids for some traditional clean family fun, but spicy content creators have decided that no place is too sacred for their brands of filth.
These meat emojis that you see on the screen right now are offensive to trillions of vegans, myself included, all around the world. I am an extremely rich and famous person, and I should not be having to deal with this in my comments. Enough is enough. Stop.
So what exactly is the solution here? Make meat emojis illegal? These idiots live on a completely different planet if they think society must cater to them and their own life choices.
Get ready with me for my first ever blind date. Well, I don't know if it's technically a blind date since I know what he looks like, but I don't know if he knows what I look like. And what I mean by this is that I remember this guy from matching with him on Hinge. I don't know if he's gonna recognize me from Hinge since I do look a little bit different from my photos. I will insert some examples. Personally, don't think I look that different from my pictures.
If you feel the need to Photoshop your pictures on a dating app just to get a date, then you're basing the date on a lie. He's going to take one look at you and know that if you're willing to lie to him just to get a date, then he's not going to be able to trust you for literally anything.
Like, I've even asked my family and friends. They also agree that I look like my photos. One thing about my family and friends, they do not lie. Okay? So grateful to have people who are honest and genuine around me, to the point that I wish that everyone on this earth experiences the type of honesty that I have around me. And this is the finished look, guys. I'm so nervous.
She's confusing people who don't want to hurt her feelings with people who are actually willing to tell her the truth.
I just want to say there's no hope for these men. Why is my tire so flat? Hold on. Why is my tire so flat I can't even drive on it? And these dusty motherfuckers want to drive up in a rental right next to me talking about, hey, shorty. I'm like, yes? Hey, you fine? What's your Instagram? Bitch, do you not see me trying to change my tire? You're sitting in the car asking me for my Instagram?
That never happened. Most men know better than to try and help a woman with a flat tire. There's too much of a risk she'll try to file a police report against him or just hate him for being there and offering assistance. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.